It is, this historical committee. It is Monday, November 4th at 6 p.m. Meeting in room number 3. And we're gonna open up the meeting. And there's no public here, so we really don't have public comments other than the members of the board if they have anything they want to say. Okay. Do we have minutes here?
No, I emailed everyone.
That's
for
right, 'cause we
review.
didn't have anything.
Yeah,
Because we've been short people. Okay, so there are no approving minutes.
No,
Financial report. It's basically the same. We haven't spent anything.
Kirk, I did email and I asked if everyone can review the minutes online so we can just vote here. I wasn't sure if
I
you guys
did.
review, that's what we
I
do
read
on
my-
other boards.
I did
for-
my homework.
You did your homework, good.
I read.
The only question I had is, since we didn't have enough people, so we couldn't have a meeting, do the minutes still apply to us?
Yes.
Okay. I
I
just
was
wanted to make sure.
curious of that too.
Yes. But they were brief, just some information, you know, when you start, when you,
I
Finished.
apologize. I didn't get into
Okay.
reading them because I got in Mark will door and coming from at the rec center. We've got issues happening and I'm getting involved in that. I'm getting phone calls and everything and I'm
we can do
Okay
that
with
next
that.
week, next time, next
Okay.
week.
going through the mail. I don't see anything pertaining to us. You can pass around to everybody, take a quick look. There's nothing much really here. Yeah, the thing I am going to talk about is they still want, I had to go in and talk with the CAO, who was Nicole there, I forget what her last name is,
Parker? Mhm.
about filling the last spot. And she was gonna, you know, I told her I've sent email to Cassandra. We've left messages, Mark has sent messages to her. And she was gonna try to get a hold of her to tell her, they even sent her an email with the letter for resignation, but she never responded. So we still are short one person. So hopefully we can get that settled. Soon, I hope, we'll see.
Okay.
The other thing I wanna bring up,
She didn't move it or anything, did she?
what's that?
She didn't move or anything, did she? Without,
No, she's still in the area.
she's on the area.
She's getting married, she's having a baby.
She had a
Yeah.
Mm.
That's probably what's going on, so. The thing I wanna bring up again, and since Aaron is here. We gotta try to do that thing up in the display
The
thing,
display, yeah.
and I'll help you with it. In fact, what we could do is. If you have stuff, I don't know whether Jess is gonna work with you or you have enough to do it yourself,
Who's Jess?
huh? Is it Jess? No,
Oh, Jeremiah?
Jeremiah, excuse me,
Yeah.
yes. And what I'll do is I got pictures and frames
Mhm.
of old postcards and stuff like that. And we could decorate with all the old pictures and everything.
Okay,
And we can do a nice little diorama, if you wanna call it, in
Mhm.
there. And at least we do something, try to get something going here.
yeah, if he doesn't want to, I know he will at least donate some stuff for the,
Okay, and just make sure he marks it that it's his, so we know
Yeah.
there will be no problem with that.
yeah.
Just to kind of, while you're on that subject, I don't know if it was financial or that, but this is a good place to put it. So I didn't remember that display that I took that was over there, the pictures of the
Yeah.
schools they were all faded. So I took one picture to a guy. The guy that I took my stuff to have him see if he can restore the picture. But it's not done yet. But I think it's gonna need, he's trying to save some money, so I mean, so they might be like $70 a piece, which times 6 pictures, so I'm just. Not that let me see how the first one comes out,
Okay,
and I'll bring it and show it to you and see what you think.
I was gonna say.
It was, I don't know if
Can
you
you do
remember
it?
seeing it, it was over here.
yeah, it looked
came
like it
from
was in the sun too much or
Right,
something.
yeah, it was sitting in the sun, it hung in the sun, but that would be a nice thing to put in that.
Display too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
If
But
absolutely.
you're speaking of the display, make sure it doesn't get too much sun as
Sun,
well.
exactly,
I
exactly.
don't know, yeah, no, it's kind of set back, and I don't know, maybe those glass panels have some UV protection in them on that.
So I mean, if we
don't know.
start doing this stuff and we get something, at least we're doing something. I want a committee that we're able to do something.
Mhm.
The other thing was. I'm trying to think, the other thing was. Anybody have any ideas of anything else that you'd like to do or?
I know when I first came and introduced myself, we talked about possibly doing something with the school children and like. I saw in the minutes that you had mentioned it again,
Yes,
possibly just doing a presentation, like a chronological.
yeah, and I think
Here's
that
the
would be
highlights
great.
of Southwick, and it would actually be really neat if we could maybe eventually make that display, like even like a traveling display, bring it to the schools and say, so they
Yeah.
can walk up
And
and
we
see
could take it
things.
to that, yeah.
Mhm.
Plus I have that thing on PowerPoint that we could play for them and,
Mhm.
you know, put it on the big screen for them so they can see a lot of the old pictures and all that, what
Yeah.
Southwick was and everything.
Yeah,
So
digital,
that's,
digital one would probably
yeah,
be easier.
especially kids, yes. This group of kids, yes.
Eventually, it'd be really cool, and I think of like the project you just said about that.
Mm.
Are there kids doing stuff like that? Like, are they learning restoration, like in a class? Like, that would be a really cool thing to, if we could,
Mm.
like,
Restoration,
I
preservation.
yeah,
think
get
we'd
them involved and even research, like, ask one of the history teachers, can you have them
Mrs.
research
Pack
this?
used to do that with her special group, I believe, right?
That I have no idea.
She
I'd have
used to do
know.
that.
Couldn't
She
tell.
had special group of kids that were
Talk about
supposedly
gifted and
smarter.
talented.
Talented, yeah, because my daughter Jessie was on it. And they used to do all these different projects and everything, and they were pretty good at it, actually. That's something we need to probably look at too.
I would just think it'd be, I mean, it'd kill two birds with one stone. We're getting them involved in the history of the town and they're helping to do a project that we can save money on.
Yeah. Did any of you get to see the walk through the cemetery thing?
No, I miss it every year and I want to see it so bad.
Yeah, they do a good job with it. They do a very good job with it. The lady that does she's a murderer.
Mhm.
I don't know if you heard the story.
I dressed up as her 2 years
Oh,
ago.
you did?
Yeah. I made my family do local legends. My husband was the Cobble Mountain Critter. My daughter was the Conga Monster, and I was that murderess or whatever her name is.
Well, the thing is, there's more to the story. This lady does it, trying to remember her name. But the thing that made it really authentic was that state police found the axe
Yeah.
and they returned it to us.
Mhm.
So we have it in our display at the police department.
That's so cool.
But she would take it the day of the walk to the cemetery and she would do it.
Really?
And she was really good at it.
Yeah.
You know,
They can handle the murder weapon.
Right?
the murder weapon, yeah.
You didn't get to handle the murder weapon when you played her?
No,
I feel like,
I
I
made
feel like
my
that's
own.
breaking some kind of
No,
law.
this goes back to 1934 or 37 or something like that. That's how old it was.
Yeah, it was early, yeah.
But the thing of it is, I did the Citizens Police Academy. I did like 28 classes. In the last 2 classes, when I found out she was doing this and I let her use the axe to do her thing, I
Mhm.
said, now you're gonna do something for me, for my class. So I would do is, on my first night, I'd do an introduction on, and I would say, I have a very special person here. Because we did it up at the firemen's conference room up there.
Mhm.
And she would come in from the far door in the dark, all dressed up, and she's got the axe. And she was just awesome. She actually scared some people.
I'm sure.
They sitting in the seats when they saw the axe, you know. So she got up there and she just told her story,
Mhm.
how I think she even found out how she died and everything, where she was buried and all that.
Mhm.
Outstanding job. The people loved it.
Mhm.
They asked her a bunch of questions and she could answer because because actually I have the clippings of the murder from the newspaper that I had on the PowerPoint. and all
Oh,
that.
wow.
So I had that. And it was great. It was. And I'm hoping, because they were supposed to do last year, Citizens Police Academy,
Mhm.
but I'm not bragging, but they don't know how to do it. They give it to the wrong person to do it. He didn't know what he's doing. He only got 1 people signed up.
Oh,
I used to
too
get
bad.
at least 25 to 30 people signed up for it.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. So when it does happen, because I'm already on the police chief's case about saying, let's get it going. I
Mhm.
will help. I'll get you the people,
Mhm.
I'll help run it. And let's do this, bring it back, because it was really good, because it informed people of Southwick what their police department does.
Mhm.
It's 8 weeks, and then the 9th week, we did a graduation up here where the selectmen meet in the big auditorium.
Yeah,
And we had a great time. And I do like a joke PowerPoint in the end with all the pictures of them and everything.
Mhm.
And then at the end, we end up having coffee, dessert, treats and stuff like that.
yeah.
It's just,
I think
They get
anything like that
certificate.
is great. It's just like if I started substitute teaching at the schools and it just gives you a whole nother perspective. Like you hear people complaining, but then when you're in it and you understand why they're doing the things they're doing, it's the same concept.
Yeah.
So,
Schools are you in? Which one?
Powder Mill and Woodland for now. Kind
Yeah.
of scared of the high school. We'll see.
so you're at Woodland and the high school?
Powder Mill,
Oh, okay.
yeah, not the high school
So you
yet.
see my son,
I don't know, who's your son?
think about that, what you just said.
Is
What?
he?
Sanders.
I didn't know that was your son.
Yes.
Oh, he's sweet. He works at Woodland a lot, right?
Yes, Woodland and Powder Mill. Now they got Matt Olson up at the high school.
Oh, he's such a good kid. He's so nice. You could tell he
He
actually
likes it a
likes his
lot.
job.
He liked it a lot,
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
so. Um. So. Hopefully we could get that going again, but anything else? Now, are you still with your job? I thought he said he saw you at Big Y. You're back at Big Y, still working?
No, 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 I was shopping when he saw me.
I'm saying, he goes back from a good job to back to Big Y.
I did, I have to be in a manager position or something worthy of being paid. But no, I'm still up at Northampton.
Okay,
I was just getting groceries when he saw me.
so you still have to get sworn in?
I swore in this today, actually.
Okay, very good. You have to get sworn in. Mark,
Mhm.
you're all
All
set?
set.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna work on it tomorrow because I actually am gonna go pay my water bill, so you said I
Okay.
can do it right there, right?
Yeah. no,
Did your water bill go up? Mine didn't. I think they
A
said it's
little
supposed to
bit,
go
my
up.
neighbors
say it's
was
supposed to go up.
insane. My neighbors, I feel so bad for them. I don't know what in the world happened. Either they have a major leak or something
With
went
their toilet
majorly
or something.
wrong. $1,600.
Holy crap,
And they have a tiny house. They did not fill their pool this year.
something's leaking.
That's what I said. My,
It
and I
could be the toilet.
feel so bad
I
because
had
I
a
just had a
trouble.
newborn too.
$1,600?
First
A
baby.
leaking toilet?
It's,
Well, if it's worse.
But the thing is,
something,
they're supposed to know,
they're supposed to tell you.
right?
Yeah.
Because they can tell whether,
Where it's coming
but they
from.
never got a message from the town.
Never, no,
Holy crap.
yeah,
Meanwhile, they're saying, please pay us, please pay us.
oh, yeah,
We know
I-
there's something wrong, we want you to fix it,
But you still pay us.
but you still pay us.
yeah. I tried to fight it once, cause it doubled and it made no sense, cause we didn't do anything
No,
different.
you're up on Granville Road, right?
No, Eagle Street,
Eagle Street.
behind the bar shop,
Okay,
and I tried to fight it and they were like, "No, I don't see anything wrong.
How about you?
There's nothing you can do."
Never private,
huh?
private water,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we paid like $15,000 for new well.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the,
Doesn't ring,
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
pretty much up on Granville Road, that
Yeah,
you're out
yeah,
of the water.
right, it's we're closer to the hillside,
Oh, okay. So
closer to the farm, yeah.
Like a well? you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, well.
yeah, the blessing and the curse. You
Well.
you
Now,
gotta fix
has
it
the
if
drought
you need to,
affected your
but
well?
So we bought a house and we didn't know, I guess we had an easement from another property. But that was like natural creek or something coming water in the pipe to our house. And then one day we just like had no water, something got clogged or something, I don't know.
Oh,
And they didn't know anything, so we had to install a new well and we
Oh.
were without water for a whole week, so it's worse
Oh.
than with no
Well,
electricity.
Yeah,
Up in the west end
absolutely.
of Granville,
And it was
you
like
have to go
fall.
down deep to get to that water.
Yes, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
and we had only one spot where they could actually, create a well because of septic. Like, the house and everything,
Mm.
so,
Ugh.
like, front of the
Wow.
house.
Hmm.
Yeah,
'Cause I have sewer and I have water. And actually, my bill was pretty good. I wasn't even over 293, which is
That's
actually
amazing.
normal.
I have a little 1,000 square foot house and it was almost $500, but we did fill our above ground pool,
Okay,
so It was a little bit more than average, but not,
But they're saying that
Horrible.
even sewer is supposed to go up 30% and the water bill is supposed to go up itself like 26%.
Everything goes up.
It's
Does the water
killing.
quality increase? Does the sewage quality increase?
right?
To warrant that price?
No,
Oh, it's crazy. It's, because they're losing money. Because they blame Powder Mill Road. Because they wouldn't hook up
Hmm,
to get more people on the sewer system. But I can't blame those people because they, for the benefit, what do they call it? The benefit fee there was gonna be $20,000. I mean, you could pay it off over 30 years or whatever, but still, that's a lot of money.
mhm,
And a lot of them, a lot of those houses are in sand over there, right?
Mm,
yeah,
So they don't really worry too much about their septic system,
yeah. Mm.
but it's crazy.
I remember when they first started everything. My grandmother, did you know Ethel Fraser? Lived like where behind Subway is. She was a elderly woman on a fixed income and they were expecting her to like shell out stuff for it. I remember that vividly and I was little. But I remember it being like heartbreaking for her because she was, ugh, it's tough. Mm,
I feel like if you're retired, you shouldn't have to. Like if you're on a fixed income, it's not like you can work more hours to
Yeah.
increase or anything like
I
that.
know,
Who's asking?
it's crazy.
Yeah, nobody really probably cares.
mm.
It's sad. A lot of,
What about your water bill?
Wasn't exorbitantly high and I gotta go, I need to go look, cause I was thinking about that, so I gotta go see what I paid last time, but it can't be it's not way out of whack. I mean, mine was a little bit over $100,
Oh, wow.
and I know.
You can't complain about that.
What do you do? Take like camp showers?
You do take 2-minute showers.
Yeah, camp showers.
He fills one of those sand buckets with water, heats it up.
Oh,
Conservation
it's gonna be at 7 PM here.
here?
Yeah.
here at 7.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
That clock is fast.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, needs to go back.
What's that? Oh, that's awesome.
The time. That's
You mean $100 water bill isn't out of whack?
Right. Wish. Well,
Fills up the little metal bucket, just like a little big lighter. and just heat it up and then.
So for our next meeting, I will check with the selectmen about the use of the display thing up there.
Mhm,
And then our next meeting, maybe we can start setting up stuff and
okay,
up, it'll be something to do.
I have a metal detecting meeting next
Is that
week.
gonna work all right for you though?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'll work something out, so I'm actually gonna ask if any of our members would like to, submit anything. I'll
Okay.
bring it up our meetings next week, so even, like, I definitely have stuff I can submit. Jeremiah will have no problem.
How
You know,
is
Gordon?
Jeremiah? I haven't seen or
He's-
heard from him.
He's good, busy. He just actually got a brand new job, doing some property management. He actually got a supervisor position.
Very good.
So he was working for East Long Meadow or something town
Okay,
at a senior center.
he's
doing-
sharp. He knows what he.
He's a good kid.
He
He's
is,
one of my best buddies. He's hilarious.
but
um,
they're not playing cards anymore. Even his dad's not playing cards with us, our group.
I don't
They didn't last
know.
year. So it's been 2 years they haven't done it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Him and his wife used to do it.
Yeah, where were you at the VFW or
The Legion
Legion?
downstairs, yeah.
I feel like he said he plays somewhere, but I'm not sure where now.
Well, I think there's another league at the Real Trail House.
Yep, and then there's one at the state line, I think.
Oh, okay, it could be.
I don't think he plays at that one, but my other friend does. Yeah.
Just, are we filling a whole,
One section, one
one
section.
section?
But
or
I
a
mean,
whole-
if we end up, we got a lot, maybe we could take 2 sections.
I
Whatever
gotta
works
go
for us.
upstairs and look at.
I was gonna
don't
say, if
remember-
I can visualize it, that'd be
Cause I
even
can't think,
better.
I can't even remember what it looks like up there now that I'm.
It's like 4 sections, I think, isn't it?
What,
Where's those displays? So I
It's
can-
it's right outside the auditorium.
Is it open now that I could walk?
Oh.
We could take a
Yep,
look up
see
there.
it.
Yeah,
when we're all done.
Like the very front of the building over there,
What's,
very front of the building
yeah,
area.
yeah,
yeah, we should, just because I'm trying to picture it again, I haven't been up there in a while now.
last time I looked in there, it was, they had it empty, they had
It's
nothing
been
in it.
empty for, I mean, yeah, the last time I looked, it was empty also, I was like, well, it's been empty for a while, if it's still empty.
Yeah, and then once we have it up and running, I'm happy to do, can we do social media? To advertise that it's
Sure.
on display? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Brought to
figure that
you
out
by
too.
the Southwick Historical.
Yeah, right. Why not? And get some eyes
And
on
then
it.
again, we will take it a little further as the year goes on, maybe once we get through winter a little bit, maybe in the spring, we go into the schools
Mhm,
and do that.
okay.
And see, I know Emma, I don't think she have a problem with that,
Who's Emma?
principal at Woodland.
Oh, yes. Okay. Emma Rude.
Yes, I've known Emma since she was a little girl.
Yes,
Okay.
I played soccer with her sister growing up.
And then I
I had him
think
on a
Chuck,
school bus growing up.
Chuck is the
He,
principal now.
today was his first day.
His
at
wife
Pepperell.
is my girlfriend's,
Oh, vice principal. Today, that was.
that's her niece, yeah, Ashley.
Okay, he's a really nice guy. He's.
He is, I met him at a family party.
Mhm.
Then I met him at the high school. I used to have lunch with my son up at the high school and Chuck would be there and talk with him a little bit.
Emma's husband, Mr. Rude, it was his first day today. I'm still getting everybody's
Oh, you didn't
names.
tell me, I saw that
Yes.
on the Facebook.
Yeah.
With
So
a-
where did the principal go?
With
She
genealogical
got a
stuff,
different
the-
position,
the
like a
interest?
curriculum
Principal?
director or something.
Um,
I'm not,
The in Peru.
I
Pertaining
think
to- as to
so.
what?
I'm not sure if it's for the
I don't know, just
district
my mother.
or just our
likes
school
doing
system or for the
genealogical
school
stuff
specifically.
and
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe history or something.
Yeah, I
maybe
thought, I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
history.
Yeah,
family.
he
It pertains
looks
to history.
kind of like
I-
a deer in headlights
I was
today,
like,
but I totally know what he's going through
I don't
because he
know.
didn't
I'm just
really
trying to
know
think of
anybody
what-
there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
I was like,
just-
oh, he's a
I'm
good
not sure how
guy.
much
Yeah.
historical
Guess-
stuff we
I guess
have at our
he's teaching
house.
it.
At the high
Yeah,
school,
high
he's
school.
been up there,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he seemed like he seemed a little overwhelmed, but he was good.
Do we have anyone else on this
It is,
meeting?
it's a lot,
Just
there's so
us,
many names.
Trying to think what else we could talk about. I just want to say for this upcoming year, and it sounds like we're starting to get there. I want to see more activity where we can do more stuff. I just do. I don't want to just come here and have a meeting and sit here and we don't accomplish it. We've been hindered because we were one person down or two people down.
Now we have.
And it's sad about Linda. It's just really sad. I visited her when she was at the nursing home and she had her wits about herself, but she didn't know what was going on. And she said she had a pain in her leg or something like that. But they still couldn't find out what was going on. And, but I noticed she was a little bit out of it. And then, because she was sending me texts 4:00 in the morning,
Oh, no.
but they were all gibberish.
Oh,
Didn't make sense. And then she would call me and hang up. She'd call me and just hang up. I tried to call her back, but she didn't pick up. And she is a sweetheart. She was a sweetheart. And then I got the phone call from the daughter. And the daughter's crying on the phone. My mother just passed. I said, oh my God. I said, what's going on? And I guess what it was, I told you the term, right, Mark? What was
It
it?
was early onset dementia or sudden onset?
Yeah, it's a
sudden
rapid
onset. Oh, wow, that's
dementia.
scary.
It was like within 30 days.
Wow.
And that was, she passed from that?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so scary.
Nice lady. I've known her for years. I knew her husband. Her husband was a reserve on our police department for a little while. He worked for the Guard. He was a pilot. And funny story about that. I know we're getting off a little bit, but we'll kill some time here anyway. He did a flyby at one of the shows down there that they do up there at the Guard at Barnes.
Mhm.
Well, he did a little fall. He did it on purpose. Needless to say, they took him out of that plane.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he got in a little bit of trouble. I don't think he got to fly after that.
No,
And then she got a divorce with him. I got to know her because she was a reporter for the Westfield Evening News way back in the '70s. She got involved in when a former chief was kind of dirty and he got himself jammed up, and Charlie Wolf got to be the chief after that, which was good. Charlie was a great guy. I loved working for Charlie. He was a down-to-earth guy, you know. He was excellent. But she did a lot of work on that. And then my dad and I did a hearth for her, a chimney and a hearth for her at her house back in the late '70s. And then she was into antiques. Her and her former boyfriend who passed away, they used to have a setup up in Holyoke, way up there off of Route 5, across from the behind the McDonald's up there on Route 5. And she was in there for a few years. She sold a lot of antiques. She was into glass. I don't touch glass. I got my business, but I don't touch glass. And I can imagine the daughter's going to have a lot to do at her house because her garage and basement was loaded with stuff. She was trying to do a lot of stuff on eBay, but I don't think glass is that easy to sell. I don't
It's
think,
not.
especially it could be fragile or whatever. You really gotta.
Like art glass, like this.
It just I don't know, like name brand. You may know, Aaron, like name brand glass. Or
Yeah, I
something.
don't think there's even much of a market for.
I think with older women, but I don't.
Maybe.
So, but super nice lady, and it's too bad. It really is. She was only in her 70s,
Mhm.
but they had a private service and everything, not for anyone else to attend. I felt bad about that. I
Well,
was hoping the daughter would ask me to come, but she never
Yeah.
did.
Mm,
She was heartbroken. She never
I'm
expected it.
sure,
Yeah.
especially being so
Yeah.
sudden.
Anything else? Mr. Rankin, come on, you usually got something to say.
Nope, that was it, my picture, the pictures on the school thing.
Mhm.
Is it what?
It's the
pictures.
pictures, the school display that I. So, other than that, I can't. I mean, there's no building, have you heard of anything, or has anyone heard anything on the windows at the library?
No.
Remember, we looked at those? I remember going over.
Will
there.
they make another proposal again?
Well, anything, I don't mean.
No, right now what's going on is with that thing with the land over by the cigar factory.
Oh, okay. Because I just was asking if anyone heard is anything going on with those windows?
No, I
mean,
haven't heard anything
They
more
haven't been
about
touched,
that.
they're very historical as far as. But I didn't know if you had heard. They're getting done, if you.
No, I don't think he's brought it up again yet. He's got. In fact, I remember at one of the meetings, I told him how many years he could come back and try to get it done, to get it 2
I think it
years.
was 2, but
Two.
we're past that as far as,
Yeah,
it's been more than 2, but I mean, nothing's here, but I just. Like I said, I didn't.
You
know
want
if
to
any-
explain to them what the
Were
glass?
they looking for funding to restore them or
they're stained-
preserve them?
when you go by the library, have
I've
you
seen.
noticed the stained glass windows?
Oh, yeah.
Up in
of
Stained
course.
glass.
above the windows?
Yeah,
So oh God, I was just getting on here, so that had to be 2021 maybe? Cause I think it was at the outdoor meeting we voted on it, the town voted on it, I think, or maybe it was the one.
It was an outdoor meeting.
And he went to CPC, he got. They okayed it, so it got to the town meeting, and I believe the vote ended in a tie.
Hmm.
So therefore, he didn't get it.
to preserve them or restore
What to
them.
take, he needed, I think like $20,000 of CPC
What?
fund, because you have to take the stained glass, they had to be removed from the windows.
Yeah,
They have to be shipped to wherever they get done. They have to get done, then they have to get shipped back and put in. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna ship stained glass anywhere, especially stuff that's that old,
Hmm.
you are gonna be very extremely careful with it. I'm gonna guess. I don't know.
Take the glass out of the,
Well, if they're in there,
Right.
it's above, no, I mean,
Above
I
the
think you
window.
remove it as one piece.
okay, cause I'm thinking like the individual pieces.
No.
Oh, no, because they're. I mean,
They're framed,
but the
it's a
problem
framed
was
piece.
what. The problem was this. And I like Scott, who bought the building. He's very nice. That's
That's a landscaping company, right?
what's that?
Tynick,
Tynick
yes,
or
Scott.
something?
Hynek, yeah, that's named after his sons. yeah, it's named after his son, is that he got the building for $12,000. So he got it dirt cheap.
Yeah,
So people are a little upset that he can't do the stained glass, I guess.
Well,
Cause he
my
got the
belief
building
is,
cheap.
Yeah.
do we like seeing those?
That's
stained
what I
glass
was,
windows as we
even
go through
Linda
the center
at
of
that
town?
time said, Kirk, you got the building cheap, you know?
Mm,
But, so we can,
Is there any way to haggle?
what's that?
Any way to haggle or negotiate the price of in any way?
I don't know, cause I don't know where they were looking at, Mark, where they wanted to go.
You mean to get the windows done?
Yeah,
Yeah, cause I have no idea who does.
I believe it's not a simple process.
I'm sure it's not.
No, not for,
And cause I'm saying I have pictures here, cause we walked through, I mean, I remember he invited us over to go look, so I went. Lee, I think, was with me and I was looking at them and there's actually. There's spaces, you can see the openings and the gaps. In fact, here, there they are, right? Slide it,
oh, wow.
but you can, if you look close enough on some of them, you can see the space that needs to be. and I don't
obviously,
know
you're
how they-
here for the next meeting. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
you
like
can
that's
see
they're
right,
the
you were
gaps
here
slipping.
in the-
early the last time.
Yeah,
I
the
I
lead.
believe they date
lead
back to
is
either the late
coordinated.
1800s or the early well, the library was built. I don't know, late 1800s or late 1900s.
Yeah, so it's like the leading that.
Yeah, right,
so-
yeah.
Some of the leading is popped out. Yeah, so that's a whole process for sure.
I would think down the road, he'll probably bring it back again.
Oh, in the upper left-hand corner?
Right, yeah, I don't know, there's, I don't know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
He didn't know about the 2 years until I told him.
Oh, 8, so there, I don't know, I don't know, however many pictures I have, I think I took a picture of each one, or maybe there's 2 windows in each picture.
How many are,
Well, look,
13?
I don't remember, whatever I got pictures of in there. But, I'm just saying it's just an important piece of history to preserve.
I think so too, yeah, for sure.
Anyone else?
We don't have very many of those things
We don't,
left.
we don't. At all, no.
He did an excellent job in the work he did on the building. I don't know, I think he's got more, looks like they're working inside again.
Well, I know one of the things he had to add in there was a handicap bathroom. So there was a huge, when we were kids growing up, that
Mm,
was the back. It was an open room
It's a
that you
crime
could sit at
shame
a
they-
table, so I don't know what you call a conference room is
mhm.
It's a
small.
crime and shame in how they let the building go anyways.
Well,
They
it
brought
was,
all the police department crap over there and the fire department
well,
crap. Just threw the
historical,
boxes.
Lee went down there and took stuff out of the basement that was, God only knows where it would have ended up.
Well,
So-
that's why I was curious about this commission. Can they create parameters for any work that's done on buildings like that?
No, what they look from us, it's not whether we set the parameters. Cause they actually are going to set the parameters themselves as to what they want. What we can do, what we do as a board, we can recommend that we would go with it, that or back up the CPC to say, yeah, you
Or
can go ahead
funding.
and do this.
So, but we couldn't say he wanted to just knock those windows out. We couldn't stop him.
No. Well, no, because he owns the building. I don't think,
Yeah,
Well, I
'cause-
mean, there was a long list of,
I thought there was,
Well,
I thought there was laws about
What do you wanna
historical
call it?
buildings where you.
yeah,
can't-
but the
what
thing
ifs,
is, I don't know
or if-
whether
or
it's
in
listed
the
as-
agreement that when he bought the
it should
building,
be
and I
because it's
saw it, I
so
don't
old.
remember
so
what.
there
right.
were some.
But there's
parameters.
all
mean,
these different things that, yes,
May
you
have
can do
been
this, you can do
refurbished
that,
over
or
the years,
whatever.
but
Okay, so there was
I'm
some,
saying, he
I guess I don't know how to answer that.
poured a lot of money into that building.
yeah,
I
that
don't
looks
know.
He
great.
paid $12,000 for the building, but then he had
He's
to
the
take,
private owner,
I mean,
He had to
I don't
rent-
know
but
what
the
his
town doesn't
expenses
really
were.
have
Yeah.
restrictions
To
on what they can
get it
do
to where
and
it
all
is right
that.
now,
Yeah.
it's still not done, I don't believe.
It's like,
Right.
it's
So-
different, like an end,
If the town had
Suffield.
decided to fix it up and then
Suffield,
sell it
you go down
afterwards,
that
like,
main
so
road,
It would
how do
have,
you
you're
wanna-
supposed to
Right,
keep those
what's the-
houses
You
a
wanna
certain
slice it, I
way.
guess.
right,
That's what you agreed to in Suffield, down the main drag there.
yes,
That's why
yeah,
they keep it so nice, but
that's why I was curious if Southwick
But they're-
had something like that.
they have to do that. They gotta keep it a certain way.
Right.
We can't, although,
Suffolk doesn't have. that.
well, there's certain things, but we have no, as Lee said, we don't have any we could even say, I mean, but we have no. I don't know, if you wanna call it legal power or whatever, we're not the historic
sway.
police department
Right,
of any kind, so. If there's a historical building in town and we wanna. We can say, it would be nice if you do that, but I don't know that we can legally stop anybody from.
So what we'll say for the next meeting, Aaron, you let me know whether you think you can get stuff together
mhm,
and make it a work party up there. Well, after we're done here, we'll go take a look.
okay,
And whether you think you're gonna have enough that we can get it going and get it, work on it.
okay,
And I got the pictures, they're all in frames already and all that, so. I also got old maps of Southwick too.
now, are you okay if there's some stuff from surrounding
Yeah,
towns?
a little bit, yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Cause I know we've done a lot in Granville and,
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
okay, Suffield.
All right. Everybody all set? Mark,
Make a motion to adjourn.
I can't do it. Someone's got to second it.
Mhm,
Okay.
second.
We are adjourned. Thank you, Julian.
My pleasure.